we hear the whispers, Mary.
My name's Paul. Welcome to my alchemy lab. This is part of my exploration into living the creative life. I want to introduce you to people in my life who I believe are living real, fulfilled, creative lives in a big C way, adding to the society and the community around them, but not in the romanticized way that, you know, popular culture often paints the picture of creativity. You know, the writer with a typewriter in a cabin in the woods somewhere. That's not reality for most of the people that I know who have bills to pay, families to take care of, and real lives to live. So let me introduce them to you.
Meet Marek, a teacher of kids with special emotional needs, a political activist, and a poet in my writers group. Then my friend Dave, a counselor for convicted drug offenders, a father, and also a guitar player and vocalist for local classic rock bands. And finally, my wife Vanessa, and the mother of our 4 children. She's a volunteer for Girl Scouts and school and pretty much anybody else who ever asked. She also happens to be a graphic arts specialist and a professional trainer for teachers seeking continuing education.
So what is your ultimate creative space?
The nature of what I do kind of means that I'm creative pretty much anywhere that I am. I'd say I'm probably more of a people person. I have a tendency, I have a hard time concentrating on something when I'm by myself because I think my own mind wanders too much on its own.
Mentally and physically, I have to be by myself. And I think that's because I was brought up an only child, so I learned how to entertain myself by myself. So when I'm by myself, then I can be in my own world, you know, with the music and stuff. It's got to be with the music, you know, because the music takes me out of reality.
Probably prefer to be secluded.
Okay.
But I can, because the fact is I work 2 jobs. So there's not always a lot of me time.
Okay.
So I sometimes have to take a couple minutes in a crowd.
I've imagined an ultimate creative space that I kind of mentally refer to as my alchemy lab. It has you know, all of the audio and video recording equipment necessary to create whatever at the drop of a hat. And I've gotten close, but I haven't quite found my ultimate creative space yet.
Because reality can, even being a social worker, you know, reality can suck.
Exactly.
It's not always ideal. So, you know, the ideal space when I'm by myself, I could be whoever I want to be, you know, grab my guitar and do my thing, you know, and it's just me, you know.
Why do you feel you need to create?
I think it's a couple things. One, I think I deal with a lot of my issues. And
You have issues?
I have issues. I have Rolling Stone time. But just, I mean, nothing major. I mean, not like this, I'm this mess, but just like we all have things as stressors that come to us on a daily basis.
Right.
And just family issues, you know, they're always there, you know, from birth till everyone's death. And then I think if you write a good book, it's still there. And also because I want to say something different, because I look at the mass media, and I always feel like, and I don't know that I'm accomplishing this, but I want to not say the same things I hear in mass media, okay, popular culture. Right. I want to kind of go just a little bit on the outskirts.
Okay.
I suppose in a way I do. It's what I find that I enjoy doing most as a job, you know, to get paid for. It sometimes still amazes me that somebody's willing to pay me to, you know, sit down and do stuff that, you know, I used to give away.
I just know it's always been a part of my life. I definitely feel the need to create. It just comes to me almost as natural as breathing or walking or eating or sleeping. It just is a part of me and who I am. If you had unlimited resources of time and money, what would your magnum opus be?
I would love to have something that reaches more people. I think that would be my focus. Is I'd also love to spend time and write and I don't know what about, but I'd also love to write a book.
Yeah.
But specifically, I'd love to, because I love writing essays. I mean, I'm focusing right now a lot on my poetry.
Yeah.
But I love essay writing and satirical writing. I love to do that stuff, and a magazine would allow that. It would open that door.
Yeah.
Take what's in my head and in my heart.
Yeah.
And put it on that disc, and
Yeah.
be able to take that time, spend 24 hours a day just doing that.
But I think the real influences have been my kids, my wife, and everybody else in my life who has ever taught me anything. I guess anybody I've ever learned something from has been expressed one way or another in my creativity.